everybody, welcome to hole number 2, a part 3 of the Sequoia Creek in the Grand Forest tournament, also a hole on tour number 10, the Club Oceania in regular tour play. Video sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. And before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also visit golfclashtommy.com for more Golf Clash related content for free. Last but not least, get the best guides on the market by going to patreon.com/golfclashtommy, link directly in the description down below. So you will get two options here, and I'm going to give you the first one, which is going to be with a sniper double bounce to pin. Then you will see a rough bump that obviously has a little work, but rough bump is, in my opinion, my favorite way of playing. 2.5 bar top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right. And now I'm looking for two things. One, the second bounce to be approximately 2 rings from the rough, with the third bounce to be just on the top of the fringe. Then obviously ball guideline to the hole. Adjustment is going to be medium distance with a 15% over adjustment power 1 ball setting. So we do adjust for that, and then it's time to take our shot. This is obviously a shot where the consistency of making a hole-in-one is very limited, and the reason for that is there is so many things that could happen along the way, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we roll. So here we can see we get this one very, very close. If we just would have had a little bit more speed, then that ball would be dropping in for a hole-in-one. So this is a way to, in a secure way, getting a birdie, not risking anything. But if you do want to take a risk, that could become a massive reward. You should be playing the rough bump, and we're gonna take a bit closer look to that now. So for the rough bump, we're gonna start by adding spin, and we're gonna use 3 bars of backspin, and we in the end gonna use 3 bars of side spin to the right, and 3.5 bar backspin is what we're gonna use. And then we're gonna have the ball guideline to the hole. Half of the red ring outside on the fringe is gonna be our position. Once we have found that, it's time to adjust, and we're gonna adjust for maximum distance with a 20% over adjustment. And here we do need to go with a pull angle 1201. And the reason we do need to go with a 1201, meaning that we will pull ourselves further back to the right, if that makes sense. Like, we're not gonna pull the ball as much left as we're doing when we're having the pull angle like we're having here. The reason for that is that when we are adjusting here, we go from a lower to a higher point, and that means that we are going to gain distance. And that's the reason why we miss to the left. And if you study closely the first bounce into the rough, you can see that we cannot reduce the adjustment, because then we will miss the rough. So the thing that we need to compensate with either a pull angle, or we do need to move our target and aim to the right side of the pin instead, to compensate for the elevation difference that we're gonna have going from a lower to a higher point. So it is a tricky one, especially in tailwind, in crosswind, and in headwind. You know, there's no issues, then we can just keep the adjustment as it is. But especially with tailwind, when we go from a lower to a higher point, it's very important to modify your adjustment, because otherwise you risk missing the rough completely, and then that would most likely not reward you with more than a par. So in the end, everyone, thank you so much for watching this double version of hole number 2, part 3 of the Sequoia Creek. Video sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Massive thank you and good luck in your Golf Clash game.